Dennis once goes out to forest with his family for a weekend holiday, and when he comes back after enjoying the weekend, they land in a city traffic, traffic jams, pollution, fumes, and everything. And then Dennis opens the window and says, "Ah, welcome to civilization." So that's the kind of civilization that has led us to this today's discussion on climate. Uh, the logo of this conference very appropriate. You know, all Mumbai was literally drowned, and then who is responsible for it? Obviously, people who have brought in this civilization and working on it and enjoying it. You and I and all of us. So, climate change, a climate crisis, in fact, is not a science fiction. It's us. As Mr. Mukherjee said it, unless we realize what is our involvement in it, what we have done, and it's not something that we need to do for a future generation. It is for ourselves. Here, I think somewhere here we have got to be really, really selfish. So as I move on, I'll talk about some of the case studies where we have been successful in involving the community, and then I'll move on to the goals for ourselves. MCAP, as I said earlier, it has to be inclusive, and we have to involve entire MMR area because Mumbai is not just the island city. And most importantly, the third point, we need to work on the green cover also, 330 and 300. The thumb rule is that for every person, you require 3 trees to survive, and for every 30 meters, need to have a green canopy. And when you walk for 300 meters, need to have some kind of a large open spaces and greenery. So hills, wetlands, and mangroves. This is my pet subject on which we have been working, and the community involvement, how we have been able to succeed. Parsik Hill, once more time, full of greenery. People who have been traveling to Pune side and south towards south of Mumbai, they will realize that we used to have a lot of greenery. Now it is totally denuded, totally finished because of reckless quarrying. They have been allotted 128 hectares to quarry. They have gone up to 264 human greed, and there was no checks on it. Massive violations. Mr. Bal Thackeray once intervened and stopped it, but about 3 years it was stopped, but then it resumed again, and tremendous violations. Luckily now it's halted because of the intervention of the NGT, which clearly mandated that environmental clearance is a must before you start quarrying. But unfortunately, the illegal quarrying continues, and in its other places. This is what happened to Parsik, and now there is a huge quarrying going on behind Tata Cancer Hospital. Imagine cancer hospital, cancer patients, and dust at Kharghar, and no checks on it. And funnily enough, I say funnily because it's a joke on our administration, the entire quarrying is illegal. No permissions given. I inquired with Sidco, who is the landlord of my Mumbai, collector, because when you do quarrying, you need to pay royalty to the collector. And nobody has given permission. Finally, asked the environment department, they said, no, we didn't give any permission. And it has been continuing brazenly. No checks on it. अवैध उत्पादन खंड पे how Tata Cancer Hospital is getting affected. Tata Cancer Hospital itself has complained to the government. Imagine Tata complaining and nobody bothering about it. So we stepped in. So we complained, and now we went up to the Prime Minister. They again shot back my mail to Environment Department and the collector. Hopefully something will happen. That's why I say that the hills should be declared as a strictly no development zones. There should be no development except for settling the people who are living there already in the hills, the tribal people. We city people have no business to go up to the hill and spoil it. So please, let's work on it. I'll come to the goals a little later. Flamingos. The time now, this is the season. Very soon we'll be having flamingos arriving. But flamingos, getting delayed now. I mean, they're coming very late this time because of the pollution and extended monsoon. Because they come here during the winter. So our monsoon continued. Even after the monsoon also keep having rains thanks to the climate change. So it's a community action. What happened? DPS Lake was a lot of flamingos used to land there. It's an intertidal wetland, which means the tides come and tides go. That's how the wetland is maintained. It's about a 12-hectare land, And Sidco, while doing construction for of a road, they blocked all the water channels to this lake. The lake dried up. Flamingos started dying and hitting into the. They also got disoriented because of the lights there. So then after a lot of hue and cry, the minister announced in the house that there will be a committee. Then MLA Ganesh Naik was our minister right now, forest minister. He was our MLA that time. We took him around and showed him this is what is happening. And when he became minister, I showed him the government's department's own decision to declare this lake as a conservation zone, so conservation reserve. So he followed it up. The government has declared it as a conservation reserve. Hopefully, it will be protected. And only the decision has come, but the formal GR is yet to be issued. This is where we had 3-4 human chains. We led it and we got good media coverage. Finally, there is a lot of awareness about it. People come and enjoy flamingos. They also realize the importance of wetlands. That's where I met Ganesh Naik and showed him his own government's decision. That's a big thing for us. Powai Lake, heart of the city, 18 million liters of sewer directly goes into the sea, untreated sewer, heart of the city, and nobody bothers about it. So many VIPs go past, people live there, ultra rich, uber rich people live there, but all the entire muck goes into that. We raised the voice and we wrote to the chief minister and the municipal commissioner. Luckily for us, commissioner intervened and he told his deputy commissioner to chalk out a plan. So now, thanks to our plan, that's how it used to look only not very long ago in May. So they have now decided to divert that sewer water and construct STPs also in that area. So now it's working on. Now we said that it should be declared as a Ramsar site. Ramsar site is something which is a lake, wetland of international importance, and it has legal protection. Nobody can do any construction there. It will be environmentally sensitive zone. So we asked for it. We told the center. The Prime Minister referred my letter to the Environment Ministry. Hopefully, there will be some action there because the center has asked the state to work on it because water is a state subject. So partly successful there. Wetlands, they are being considered as wastelands. A lot of development is going on. People just, including the government agency like Sidco, they just buried. Today we hear that salt pans also going to be leased out for real estate development. Imagine there are more than 2 lakh wetlands identified by the ISRO satellite. They have been mapped. There's an atlas. And it is government's responsibility to make sure that these wetlands do not get disturbed. We need to maintain them for various reasons. Biodiversity, groundwater charging. There are so many advantages of wetlands. And unless you recharge your groundwater, you don't get water even to pump out for your water industry. So this process has to be done by the local state governments, but they have failed. What they are supposed to do is from the atlas map, they need to verify on the ground, call it ground truthing, and then submit reports to the collector and then the government. Imagine this atlas has been done 20 years ago. Nothing has happened. Out of 2 lakh wetlands, only 108 wetlands have been, 102, sorry, have been identified and they have been officially notified. It's a huge gap. And Maharashtra, we have 24,000 odd wetlands. Mumbai suburban district, 450. Nothing has been identified. So we are working on it. We again campaigning, drilling, lot of noise. Hopefully this ground truthing exercise has been completed. The notification will start very soon. Mangroves, they are not ordinary bushes. They are our frontline soldiers for coastal areas. They protect us from tsunamis, from tidal attacks. And unfortunately, we dump garbage there. Like, we saw that garbage video. We keep dumping garbage on the garbage, debris. Today, a lot of redevelopment is happening in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai area. The entire garbage, the entire debris goes into the mangroves. Very unfortunate. No checks on it. High Court said mangroves should be treated as your birthright. But nobody follows the law. There is a High Court appointed mangrove committee and a wetland committee. They are just there for namesake. Nothing happened. They are only paper tigers. So we need to raise our voice. So what happens is when they dump this debris on the mangroves, mangrove obviously die. And when we complained to the mangrove committee, they asked the district collector to come and inquire. The collector's team came, and his report was, in Marathi, the report was, mangrove कचरा जो आहे डेब्री कांदळवनाला लावून असं दिसतंय, पण कांदळवनाला नुकसान झाली नाही असं वाटत नाही. मीन्स डेब्री डम्प्ड ऑन मँग्रोव इज नॉट डिस्टर्बिंग द मँग्रोव, इज नॉट destroying the mangroves. What kind of philosophy is this? And this helps the PWD and all the government and road people, because on the roadside when there are mangroves, you dump debris on it. The PWD and the NHI, they don't have to come and do reclamation. It is automatically available for, readily available for them. They just level it and expand the road. That is how today your Sion Panvel highways has been expanded on mangroves, on the graves of mangroves. And the kind of garbage, kachara that goes into mangroves through our drainage, etc. We found even mattresses being thrown into the mangroves, medical waste, injections, syringes. During COVID also we found. Very irresponsible city that we are living in. And even SEZ people, they have been destroying the mangroves right, left and center. Complaints have been piling up, inquiries are going on, but no action. And this is the latest example of human-animal conflict. Onkar, the elephant, and the leopards. We are planning to shift leopards to, I can't take the name, to a private zoo in Gujarat. And even Onkar also will be hopefully shifted. I mean, not hopefully, but unfortunately will be shifted there. Onkar is not disturbing anybody. It's a wild elephant. It's a male lone animal searching for a female. It's been roaming around, and forest department people have been chasing it away towards the city, towards the villages. So automatically, obviously it attacks them. So you drive it towards the jungle and take it to the elephant corridor in Maharashtra, Karnataka border. Instead of that, we're going to translocate this animal. Official neglect, public apathy. That's why community involvement is important. It's a recipe for disaster. So what is it that we can do? We set our goals. As I said, from KG to PG, environment should be in the curriculum. Green police, very vital, because today's existing police force, for any violation of any law, you have to just go to the police. And the police is not well equipped to handle at least environment. They don't understand. So if you cut a tree, go to police, क्या झाड़ाला कापला ना काय होता है? Tree, झाड़ पेड़ को काट दिया, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? आदमी तो नहीं मरा ना. That is kind of attitude. Obviously, you can't blame them because they have been trained that way. So that is where the sensitization is very important. Green cops and fast track courts separate. If you go to for environment violation, you go take the industry to High Court. They are going to do their own time. More than 3 crore cases are pending today with the courts, Supreme Court alone. So it is difficult. So have a fast track court. You have an NGT, but not many people are serious about NGT rulings. They just violate. They just get 2 hoots about the NGT. Unfortunate. So that is where I said a dedicated fast track court, environmental courts, and environment should be an election issue. Last year, when we saw the Lok Sabha and Assembly elections, we saw the political parties, at least the top ones, mentioning environment in their manifestos, but no discussion. The only discussion, only this thing that goes in elections is what all, nationalism, kapde se pehchanenge, Mangalsutra, vote chori. I mean, it says, aside I can tell you, Anna Hazare led this agitation in Delhi, successful. When it comes to Mumbai, talks about corruption, nobody bothers about it because it's a way of life here. So similarly, vote chori is a way of life in Bihar. They have been doing booth capturing. People are not serious about it. But environment, everybody needs, as Mr. Mukherjee mentioned, it concerns the common man. It hits everybody. So that's where it is important to make it an election issue. And tomorrow, if any candidate, today will be, very soon we'll be having our municipal elections. If any corporator comes to you seeking for votes, because they come door to door, उनको पूछना चाहिए पर्यावरण के लिए क्या कर रहा है. मेरे बिल्डिंग में there are 60 flats, easily 300 people living. So by the thumb rule of 3 trees, I should be having 180 trees around my house. I don't have even 18, 10, less than 10. So this is where, open spaces, greenery, all the things are very important. Yes, we have miles to go. And we are here I'm coming here with a ball to any CSR funding, is welcome for our activities. We can join with our teams, with our fellow NGOs. Very simple. Go to my site and donate now. Whatever you can donate, help me. It will be really, really helpful. That's it from me. There is a solution. There is no problem for which there is no solution. Impossible is doesn't exist in my dictionary. It should not exist. Two things. One is hyacinth grows because of sewer that goes into that. You divert sewer, you don't get hyacinth. You don't find hyacinth in other pure water lakes. You don't find hyacinth in salt pans. So it grows only on sewer. So two things. One, take away the hyacinth, clear your lake, because crocodiles are living there. What hyacinth does, it covers the sun rays from getting into the bottom of the lake. So the aqua life, the aquatic life, the crocodile, the fish, everything, they don't get sunlight. So they can't survive. So it chokes them. So you have to clear it. Responsible clearing again. You can't put machines and clear it. In fact, there was a lot of kachra that greenery, unwanted plants that grew in Vadale Lake in Panvel. They employed, they deployed machines and cleared all greenery, all plants, including lotuses. Including lotus. And the corporator, the local MLA who got it done is a BJP man. Anyway, so for a hyacinth, solution is one, to clear it. Number two, the hyacinth itself can be used. It's the fiber can be used for products like bags and things like that. So you can encourage actually a small scale industry, cottage industry with that hyacinth also. It's possible.
Good morning, sir. I am Soundarya. I am an MBA student at the Indira University. So my question is, how do mangroves save or protect the coastal area from tsunamis? That's my question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mumbai didn't have a storm attack. Mumbai didn't have any tidal water attack. But it happened in this logo that you saw in the Mumbai climate. Mumbai got drowned because we killed our mangroves in the BKC area. BKC, where, no, not sitting here. BKC Stone Suru from here survives on mangrove graves. We killed our mangroves for our expansion, mindless development without planning anything. See, BKC kind of development is important. You can do it in Navi Mumbai. You can go beyond the mangrove area, go to the please sit down, solid areas where there is no mangrove, there is no environmental intersection. Development has to be balanced with environment. You can't have development. You can have development with the destroying nature, but then face the consequences. Nature strikes back. In fact, today I'll give another example. Couple of huge SEZ projects are coming up in Navi Mumbai, and they are all again coming on the mangroves. So, and then they have to landfill because mangroves, they are the low-lying areas. Mangroves also obviously on the seashore, on the coastal areas. So समुद्र का पानी वहाँ पर आता है. तो उससे बचने के लिए वो क्या करेंगे? You raise your construction area. Uran railway station is an example. You bury your mangroves and wetlands, you raise your area, and what happens? Water तो आता है ना, water point its own way. So lower areas they get drowned. They don't realize it because the man working in the SEZ, living in some Malwa hill somewhere, he's not bothered. Who is affected? The local guys. People living there, people like me, local fishermen, fishing community. They get affected. And also mangroves, just not the frontline soldiers, they contribute to your economy. You don't have large forests around Mumbai, yet you have huge rains. Why? They serve as a very effective mangrove monsoon forest, rainforest. And they are the carbon sinks. They serve as the breeding grounds for a lot of aquatic culture like fish, crabs, etc. And they support the local economy.